Good afternoon, everyone. We are the Group 4, and today we're going to discuss the site of the first Mass in the Philippines. In the earliest morning of Saturday, March 16, 1521, Magellan's expeditionary team arrived at the highland at about 300 leagues away from the Landrone Islands, an island called Zamar, which is now modern-day Samar. The next day, Magellan decided to land on the nearest uninhabited island in order to guarantee the safety of the crew and also to rest and gain access to water. Tents were also set up for the sick, and they slaughtered and cooked a pig for everyone to eat. On Monday afternoon, March 18, 1521, the crew saw 9 men in a boat approaching towards them. Magellan told the men to remain calm and silent and must never move without his permission. When the men arrived at the shore, their chief immediately greeted the captain and showed signs of great joy because of their arrival. 5 of them stayed with the crew while the other went out fishing. Magellan immediately acknowledged their hospitality and friendliness towards them and offered them gifts like red caps, mirrors, combs, bells, ivory, moccasin, and other items. In return, the natives gave them fish, palm wine, bananas, smaller and delicate figs, and 2 coconuts, and they assured the crew that they will bring rice, more coconuts, and various food items within 4 days. Coconuts are the fruit of the palm tree, and Pigafetta described it just like how they use bread, wine, oil, and milk. The natives extract a wine-like liquid from the top of the palm tree called as palmito. This sweet yet having a slight tart liquid is collected in bamboo cones, and these bamboo cones are tied to the tree overnight and the liquid is collected in the morning. Roughly the size of a human head, the palm tree produces the coconut fruit. Pigafetta described the coconut fruit having a green outer husk, thicker than 2 fingers, which contains filaments which are utilized for making boat cords. There is a thick shell inside the husk and is thicker than the walnut, which is useful as powder. The natives also, as Pigafetta observed, makes oil and vinegar from coconuts. They allow the marrowy-like substance and water to purify, then they boil it until it turns into oil. The vinegar is also purified and exposed into the sun by scraping the marrowy substance of the coconut milk. They were able to produce a milk-like product similar to the goat's milk. The palm trees are less knotty, and that according to Pigafetta, a family can sustain enough 2 trees, alternating their use for extracting wine, and continuously would cause the trees to dry up, and that these trees can live up for a century. In their encounter with the natives in the island of Zuluan, the natives shared information regarding nearby islands and had a pleasant interaction with the captain, and the captain himself presented them items from the ship. Though the natives were afraid when they heard cannon fires from the ship, Magellan assured them that it was a sign of goodwill. As the boats departed, they promised to return back. The island they were on was called Humuno. However, they called it Aquada dali Buini Señali due to the clear water and signs of gold. Many islands in the area that they passed were named as the San Lazaro Archipelago. On Friday of March 22 at noon, the locals arrived as they had promised, bringing with them 2 boats filled with coconuts, sweet oranges, palm wine, and roosters. The natives seemed to be happy to see Magellan and his crew, and the elderly man, who is the leader, has tattoos, wearing 2 gold earrings, while the others adorn themselves with gold armlets and headscarves. The crew stayed in the island for a week, during which their captain regularly visited the sick crew, giving them comfort, solace by giving coconut water. Those people are Capri, which are described as heathens. The native wore minimal clothing made from tree bark, except for some of the chieftains who wore embroidered cotton cloth with silk. Pigafetta described them as dark, fat, and painted with tattoos, and used coconut and beniseed oil to protect their skin against the sun and the wind. They had a long black hair with weapons and fishing equipment adorned with gold, along with the large shields and boats similar to theirs.